collaboration that really launched you into the next echelon of your success? I mean, some of the hip hop names of artists that you've been able to collaborate with, from the Eric B to the Rakims to the LL Cool J's, I mean, the it type of people. Tell me how all that came together.
Fortunate for me, I had 3 older brothers and so that enabled me to witness music in 3 different levels, you know. So my brothers grew up with jazz, and my mother grew up with the blues. I grew up with rock and roll. But I noticed how all these different levels had a different costume, what I call a costume, you know. And the artists would dress different for each musical equation, you know? So I said, oh, and I began to notice. And now my brother and them was fixated on jazz, and their influence was the Rat Pack, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, you know, that whole crew, and they had their own style. So music, I noticed early on that music, the other side of the coin of music is fashion. You know, so when the rap artists started coming to the store, I was always, you know, I always had knowledge of how this evolves, right? So when they come ask them, well, how you want to look? How you want to feel? They say, I want to look like the Hustlers. So I took them to a new level.
Hip-hop's relationship with high fashion goes back to the genre's beginnings, with sartorial milestones stretching from Harlem's Dapper Dan, making custom tracksuits from Louis Vuitton and Gucci fabrics, to the Ricardo Tisci's design cover of Watch the Throne. Representing the best, hottest, and most exclusive labels isn't just standard practice for a rapper. It's how you earn respect. The intersection between fashion and rap is more obvious than ever, as a musical art form that is, at least in part, about bold confidence, status, and staking a claim for the sake of respect. High fashion's perceived inaccessibility makes it the perfect platform for flexing. It's essentially a club with an exuberant price of admission. Once you pay for every piece you buy, a physical symbol of have and have not, wearing high fashion is as much a reminder of how much money you make as it is a declaration of personal style. Before becoming a symbol for all things cool, Rakim Hastalon Myers was born in Harlem in 1988. As groups like Run DMC and Public Enemy dominated the world of hip-hop, ASAP was raised in New York as the city solidified as its status as a rap capital, with NYC legends like Wu-Tang Clan, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z, and Nas gaining clout in the 1990s. Beyond the loud beats and dexterous lyrics, 90s East Coast hip-hop was stylized by the oversized clothing, colorful jerseys, and gold chains that its creators wore. Given hip-hop's list of groundbreaking influencers, Tupac, Will Smith, Biggie, Lil Wayne, to name a few, you might think we're overdoing his influence on the genre. After all, didn't Will Smith master the crop top and Tupac the nose ring? True, you're not wrong, and you're not arguing like those before him. Rocky continues to redefine what it means to be a hip-hop icon and bridge the gap between music, style, and culture. It is in big part thanks to Rocky that his current crop of youngsters, you and I included, have become heavily invested in style and fashion, with each choice of t-shirt, chain, or trainers now carefully mulled over. Our style choices no longer serve in the purpose of pleasing the crowd. Instead, they communicate who we are, what we stand for, and what we like to become. Continually dressing in flashy but comfortable outfits, Rocky's fashion sense has attracted attention from both his fans and favorite designer magazines. His wardrobe is not only just as expensive as his lyrics describe it to be, but it's also as experimental as it sounds. The comfort and risk-taking that is evident in Rocky's music also translate to his love for fashion and luxury wardrobe. Whether it be dressing head to toe in a embroidered Gucci set, pairing a black suit with Rick Owens, Adidas trainers, or flaunting laid-back Ralph Simmons streetwear with a gold chain. The other part you may say is due to the changing of time, the ushering in of new expectations and norms.